Well, thanks for visiting us this morning at ktalnews.com and your Weather Authority app. I'm meteorologist Josh Marces, and this is your Friday morning forecast update. We did have a pretty decent complex of storms move through overnight, and that initial round of storms moving out early this morning, but we are seeing some redevelopment here in Texas as well as Oklahoma. So as we continue through the morning here, we will see some scattered storms, especially across Arkansas. Those will likely wrap up just before lunchtime today and will be dry for much of the afternoon. So with the sun coming out and the atmosphere recovering later today, going to be another pretty warm day. We are starting out in the 60s. The wind's still out of the south at 5 to 10 miles per hour. It's very muggy out there. You'll notice that right away. So the humidity is going to be back in full force today, and your temperatures will range anywhere from 81 in Idabel and DeQueen. More clouds and rain up there today, which will hold the temperatures down to about 85 in Mount Pleasant and Texarkana and Shreveport, as well as Natchitoches should come in right around 88 degrees this afternoon. Typical high this time of the year would be about 82, so we are running back above average again today as well. So the reason for the storms here, we've had the humid air pulled back into the Arklatex. We have a dry line that's back here in Texas. This time of the year, those kind of act as basically cold fronts, and those will be the trigger. The difference between the humid air and the dry air gets the atmosphere to kind of overturn and get these storms going. And this dry line back here will fire up a few more rounds of storms as we head through the weekend here. So kind of breaking down what we're expecting on your Robinson Futurecast, you'll notice the rain popping back up this morning. So the 30% chance of rain you'll see in the 7-day forecast for today will mainly be for that rain this morning, as it appears that most of us will likely dry out through the afternoon and through the evening as well. Now, we do expect to see maybe an additional round of storms pop up tonight. So picking things up here at about 8 p.m., you can see some of those weakening storms. So just like last night, we could have some overnight rain. Does not appear that we'll see any kind of severe weather risk with any of the storms today as well as tonight. But as we saw with the storms that moved through late last night, we can see some high winds. Those did trigger a few severe thunderstorm warnings in deep East Texas. So can't really rule out some wind with some of the storms, but the overall severe weather threat is low. Much of Saturday dry, but we may see another round of storms here Saturday night into Sunday, and there's actually a better chance that we'll see some rain pop up on Sunday. So if you are kind of planning out the weekend at this point, it looks like, again, Saturday will mostly be a dry day for us, but we'll see that rain pick up Sunday afternoon. And as far as the rainfall over the next week or so, we do have that chance of pop-up showers basically each day, Sunday through next Friday. So we just kind of keep on adding to the rainfall gauge here. So most of us should see about an inch or two of rain, but you can see the reds, the purples here. It's indicating maybe 2 to 3 inches of rain over the next week or so. And again, if we keep it kind of spread out, we shouldn't see any flooding issues, but definitely a decent amount of rain over the next week or so. So you may be okay to shut the sprinklers off. And you can see the temperatures here, despite the rain, we're still expected to stay in the mid to upper 80s for much of the upcoming week, and actually be closer to 90 with a little drying trend tomorrow, and overnight lows staying consistent as well. They'll be in the upper 60s and low 70s over the next week.